are there any future indie spotlight ideas that aren't here that you're willing to talk about at this point?
Characters, you mean? Well, I know that we're looking at doing. Well, we got the Madman. We got the 2-packs now. So we have Zen. We have Captain Action. We also have Laser Man, which is a good kid-friendly comic.
Right.
And they always consistent. They follow up with the comic books on time and everything. Even without Diamond, they still get their books out, which is great.
Right.
It's how indies should do it. They get it out no matter what. We're also doing the classic Madman, as I said before. So it's not the Madman that was done already, but the classic, the original version. Different characters. Lady Death, Dawn. Looking at a bunch of them. We're going back to get a bunch of the Gold Key stuff. Dark Horse is bringing back some comics, I think. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on.
And I know we were talking before that the creators really get involved and really love the way that their figures are coming out for their characters.
Yeah.
I know you were telling me Matt Wagner really loved the Grendel figure.
Yeah.
And he's definitely on board for that.
Sure.
So I assume you're working with Mike Allred on Mad Men.
Yep, he already approved the design. We got that approved a while back. Yeah, he liked it.
It must be really nice for these creators to see their characters sort of come to life. When as an indie comic book, they really never dreamed that there would be an action figure of their character.
Yeah, same as Scud. I don't think Rob ever thought he was going to come back out with the comic. Or he even says in one of the interviews that he decided to finish the comic because we were doing the tour. We gave that inspiration back, which is good.
It must be great to see that sort of, you get the props for making the toy, and then it brings the character back into the limelight, so the creators get more out of, what they thought would always be sort of a niche character. So it must be a great relationship for you.
Yeah, it is, and it really helps. That's what we were trying to do. Once all the dust has settled, per se, from last year and a few years before, now people are. Yeah, it has. But now people are starting to see, they're really out to bridge the community. We don't sell them Diamond. We refuse because they don't support indie comics. We don't take on certain properties if people are going to be nasty or if they don't want to. We just say no. We want to support indies that want to be supported and want to support other indies as well. It's not about your character. It's about supporting the whole indie comic community as a whole. If you can't be down with that, then you can't be down with any spotlight. Because that's what we're about. It's not about making money. It's not about putting out as many toys as I can. It's about putting out a good, clean line that supports indie comics and gets more indie comics out there so people know about them.
Now, just to clarify, is the shipping schedule for Indie Spotlight 2 and for the Malos?
Malos are, I would say, the licensed stuff. Dragon Ball Z and stuff has to be redrawn by their artist. They like to do everything on hands-on, so I'd probably say another month for them to do that, and then you'd be going on another month for production, maybe another 3 weeks for shipping. So probably looking at close to July for all the Malos. Blank Malos, though, I should have within the next month or so. They've already went mass, so they've already pretty much sold out at Hastings. He said they're selling out really good, so it's a good thing to have them in there.
Now, have you decided on your Comic-Con exclusive for this year yet?
Not yet, but I should know that probably, I'd say, in a month or so.
Stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Now, your Malos, the Dragon Ball Z Malos, you said are going to have interchangeable expressions.
Yeah, 2 faces.
Possible for you to take the Goku one down and show.
Yeah. This is simple.
What it looks like?
Yeah, this isn't approved or anything. It was just a mock-up to show you the double face. But so you get one face there. That's of course Happy Goku, and then you just flip the head around, and you got Angry Goku.
And all the Dragon Ball Z ones will have those sort of
because the only problem with the Malos is that we want to keep Malos simple like they are. We don't want to put sculpted pieces on them because it changes the whole look. So they wanted to be able to see the hair because the hair is his main thing, and if you flatten out the hair, you can't do it. So to put it more as like a mask or like on the head itself, Malos just get 2 faces. I thought it would be great, and it works out nice. So it's something new we're doing. We wanted to be able to. And Johnny Test is the same way. So Johnny Test will also have 2 faces, and it'll be good. And I think that line will work out because I think we had one of the mass retail stores say that they've been having trouble with other people's designer figures. We won't mention any names, but they were kind of collecting dust and they're causing a problem, which I hate when that happens because it ruins it for everyone else. Don't flood the market. Stop trying to make all your bucks up front because you're only hurting the fans. Put a couple in, try them out, try a new line, try to make more series. Don't just try to sell off a movie license that you have and just get rid of it, and you know, it totally flooded and it sits there. So what we'll do is we'll try one out. They said even though they're going to stop selling that type of stuff,
right.
they were willing to try Johnny Test, and I think that will change their opinion on the designer figure stuff. Because they're articulated, kids are going to love them, they're going to buy them, you know, and they're going to be fun. And that will spark us into be able to getting more like Mad Balls, Micro Monsters, we'll be able to get more stuff in the store. And we will erase that bad image of designer figures that the semi-mass companies and bigger companies than us have created. You know, so we want to bring it back.
Now, are you planning to do all of the Indie Spotlight as Malos?
We might do a few. I mean, I know we did the Phantom. You know, so we might do a few more. I think of the Indie Spotlight. I don't know if we're going to do an Indie Spotlight Mall line. It's definitely planned. I just don't know how I want to do it right now.
Well, it seems like you're poised for another really good year.
Yeah.
It's good to have good years after some of the years you've had. So,
definitely, I agree.
I wish you all the best, and you know, the product looks great, and you know, it's shipping, so...
That's it. It's out.
there.
It's in Hastings. It's in Mass. Series 1 has already gone Mass, so that's. I think you could find it this week over in Hastings, or maybe next week. But I'm pretty sure that they already received it, so it's already out there. And like I say, Series 1 is retired, so whatever goes at this show at Toy Fair is gone, and that's it. Yeah. So we just had a bunch of people come up and like, all right, I'll take 10 master cases because that's it, no more. You know, and Kachu did well. They all did well. Of course, there's strong ones, and there's ones that you know.
Max was probably huge.
Max was very strong, and that's of course why we re-up Max. We want that to you know, have that again in the series and do other characters from that. Cool. So maybe do we definitely have plans. I know you mentioned Indie Spotlight. The guy who did the painting for us, his name's Ricky. He really loves the Max, so he did the Max painting. That's how he started doing our figures, and he did stuff for Hot Toys, I think. So he's like, and I'm like, well, what about a Max Malo? And his Malo's like, I want to do it. So he's supposedly putting together a Max Malo, an Is Malo, and a Gone Malo. So I am going to run with those, you know.
That's fantastic. So that's great. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Good luck to you this evening.
Yeah, thank you.